Today we will be visiting one of Europe's most expensive cities, Zurich. Let's explore this beautiful Swiss city together. Good morning, folks. Spend the day with us in one of Europe's most expensive cities. We just arrived in Zurich and today we want to explore the city, see what the city has to offer, and also check out how expensive it actually is. And at the end of the video, we'll sum up how much we spent here and we'll see if it really is that expensive. Let's go. Actually, we did get breakfast from the hotel, which I would class as free. We will just have breakfast here and then we'll start exploring the city. Our first stop will be the Swiss National Museum, which is not too far from where we're staying. We're actually staying pretty central. We're paying £360 for 3 nights. However, although that is, in my opinion, already quite expensive for what we normally pay, I booked this well in advance. I booked it in January and it's August now, and that was one of the very few options that we could actually afford that was central in Zurich. So yeah, book well in advance. One thing that we've noticed since arriving here is that there's quite a lot of construction works going on. We're now just at the central station and looking for the Swiss National Museum. We're trying to wing it without Google Maps. One tip before coming here, don't get caught out as I did with roaming charges, because I topped up my phone and it's already gone, so we're trying to not use Google Maps as often now.
I don't know. Can you come in here? I don't think so.
Oh, we're not allowed to come in?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, this looks like the back door.
Oopsie. Well, shall we just go then?
Yeah, but look, quite a nice building.
There's so many places that you can go in, like, museums and places to visit. But because it's such great weather, actually all we just want to do is just sit at the lake or at the river and enjoy the sun. Lovely building.
I know, it's nice.
Oh, maybe we could have
walked
there.
on, eh?
Yeah, we could have walked there. It is now 10 to 12 and the heat. Oof.
Yeah, it's pretty warm.
Yeah. We're just not used to it. Right, what is our next stop?
The Opera House.
Is it?
I think it was.
Ah, yeah, okay. Well, let's walk there then.
Yeah.
just as we're walking to the Opera House, we realised that actually it's better if we just stop at Fraumünster Church, because that's closer to us, and then we'll go to the Opera House. As you can see, we're not at the church quite yet, but Ian found a very nice viewpoint.
To get in?
5 Swiss francs to get in.
Yeah.
Right. Although it is only 5 Swiss francs to go in, we won't go in now because we've actually been stopping literally everywhere on our way here, and now it's much later than we had expected.
Yeah. But look, we can go in here.
Oh, we can just go in here?
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, let's just go in. So even if you decide not to go in, you can still have a wee sneak peek into the church, more or less. Now, I know I said that we would be going to the Opera House. We thought that would be our first stop, and we will be going there today. However, I'm getting a bit peckish, and as you can see in our faces, the summer heat has kicked in, and the thick layers of sun cream also don't help looking all fresh. So we will get something to eat now. We will now get something to eat, and then we will catch up with you then. For lunch we got 2 Too Good To Go's. One was from a restaurant that was called Chimmy's Restaurant, and it's a vegetarian restaurant. It's not Swiss food, but I'm sure it will be delicious. That was $9.90. Pretty expensive actually for Too Good To Go. Normally in the UK we would pay like max, I would say £6,
Yeah.
right, for a meal. And the other Too Good To Go is from Alnatura, which we also have in Germany. It's like an organic supermarket, and we got this. And that Too Good To Go was surprisingly half price. It was only $4.90. And where we're sitting, we're actually sitting in front of our hotel, because it was just by coincidence that we found the Too Good To Go's quite close to us, and we thought, well, we'll just stop, have it here outside, enjoy the sun, and then get a bit refreshed before heading back into town. We have had a 2-hour lunch break. Yes, we had it all, and kind of ended up in a food coma. So hey ho, 2 hours later, we're now back on our feet. But because we've walked quite a bit, we will actually take the tram into town. And on our way, we will be passing a supermarket. So we will just head off to Aldi and see if Zurich is actually that as expensive as everyone says. Yeah, we've noticed that strawberries are quite expensive. So these are like the posh strawberries, but then you've also got the cheaper ones. But yeah, $3.99. That's the currently cheaper.
Yeah. I mean, strawberries are pretty expensive in Scotland, but
Yeah, I think sushi is pretty expensive.
yeah.
It feels like everything that is more in general, I would say everything that is a bit more processed is more expensive.
Yeah. One thing that's definitely cheaper is beer in Britain or in Scotland, definitely, you wouldn't be getting that.
And then bread, I feel that is okay.
Some of it's a bit more, I think. I think it depends what one you get.
And then one thing that we did notice was that crisps are quite expensive.
And the conversion rate isn't 1-to-1,
No.
but it's not far off of it.
Compared to Scotland, I would say that some products are quite expensive, but then again, others are surprisingly cheap. So it's difficult to tell. It's definitely not a country where it's like, super cheap. But it's also, likewise, I would say, it's not as expensive as I would have expected it. And we are now heading off to the tram to go into the town centre. If you don't know where we are, basically this morning we were on the other side. We were over there, and now we're going to Grossmünster and we will see the opera house as well. That was Grossmünster. You can't film inside, so we didn't do it obviously. But you can go in for free, but then you pay 5 Swiss francs to go up the tower. And our next stop will be the opera house, but instead of just walking at the water, we will have a wee wander through the wee lanes here. And we have finally arrived at the opera house. You ready for a wee stop, for a wee break?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. We will now just enjoy the evening at the lake. Thanks so much for joining us on our wee trip to one of Europe's most expensive cities. Let me know what you think about Zurich, and I'll see you next week. Bye.